Bring her in.
Hey, quit squirming. You're making this harder than it needs to be.
Hey, boss, she kicked Tony in the van.
Yeah, right in the cojones.
Yeah, I would've shot her.
Yeah, it's because you're an idiot. No one shoots people over something like that.
That's just the guy who got beaten up by an accountant.
Alright, here she is, boss.
Feisty little thing, this one. Right, get out of here, you knuckleheads.
You sure, boss? We can stay around
John. Yes, boss? If I need help handling an unarmed woman, I'll let you know, okay? Right, got it.
Well, give you some alone time then.
The piston is Cheerios.
Probably the guy that stole all the money from him.
You'll have to excuse the boys. They're a little rough around the edges. Sit. That wasn't a suggestion. Good. 29 years old, forensic accountant, twin brother, no record. But not even a parking ticket. Now you keep your nose clean. That's gonna make this conversation either very short or very long. Depends on you. So, here's how this is gonna go. I'm gonna ask you some questions, and you're gonna think very carefully before you answer. Or don't. People upstairs think you should be in a body bag. I'm the only reason you're not. So let's not waste the favor. When did you find out that your brother stole from us? Nothing? Alright. Did you help him? Did you know he was going to do it? See, this is the part I find interesting. Most people in that chair, they can't stop talking. They're tripping over themselves. I didn't know. When I close, he's always been trouble, huh? Anything to get the gun pointed somewhere else. You haven't said a word, which is either very brave or very stupid. Old brother's file says he's an MIT dropout, the type that thinks he's the smartest in the room. So where does a guy like that run to when he's got to disappear, huh? Still nothing. Your brother steals $23 million in cryptocurrency. And then he takes the transaction records, the routing data, the whole ledger. Enough to put a target on people far above your pay grade. He runs, you stay, you get nabbed by my boys. You're not even surprised. This isn't the first time he's left you holding something heavy, is it? Well, here's where we are. You won't tell me where he is. But it doesn't look like you're a stranger to this situation. Which means you've gotten out of it before. Which means you've cleaned up his messes before. And you're an accountant. Which means you should be able to guess how he moves his money. Alright. Get up. You're coming with me. There you are. Evening, Sal. Where you taking her? My wing. What are you doing that for? What's the matter to you? Well, you had my boys walk her here and grandfather's gonna ask. Then I'll answer him. And what am I supposed to tell him in the meantime? Sal, do I really need to explain why a 28-year-old man might want a beautiful woman kept somewhere private? Because that's a deeply uncomfortable conversation for both of us, and I'd rather not be the one that has to give it to you. Especially not in the hallway. You're unbelievable. Yeah, so I've been told. Whatever, just don't get attached to her. She's a means to an end. The second she stops being useful, you better... Good night, Sal. Fine. Fine. Alright. End of the hall right there. Get in. Go ahead. Alright, we're clear. Hold still real quick. These boys tied these way too tight. You get a loose feeling in your hands. There you go, rub your wrist, get the blood moving. No, I'm not gonna get in trouble for taking off your cuffs. Especially not in there. I realized I never introduced myself back there. Niccolo Caruso. I'm the boss of this charming little family. So I'm sure you've noticed that I'm a good deal less pleasant out in those hallways. There's a good reason for that, but first, business. Before either of us gets to sleep. You're a forensic accountant. How good? Like actually good? And don't be modest. Modesty's useless to me. Okay. And how much do you care about old twin brother, huh? I mean, think about it. He's the reason you're in this mess to begin with. He could have guessed we'd grab you the instant we couldn't find him. Well, good. How about we make a deal then? You help me get my money back, and I'll make sure you stay out of the basement and the morgue. You stay useful, you stay breathing. Clean and simple. We got a deal? Good. Dan, welcome to the Caruso estate, little accountant. Look forward to finding out what your brother dragged us into. Follow me. This room's yours. What? You expecting a closet? Or a dungeon or something? I don't think that'll be necessary here. You seem cooperative enough. Alright, there's the bathroom. Don't worry about that door. Oh, I almost forgot the most important thing. Listen, so this wing, my wing, has no cameras, no microphones, nothing. The rest of the house has eyes and ears in every corner. Out there, you assume that someone's listening all the time, because someone usually is. Half the people under this roof would sell the other half for a nod from my grandfather. So, that's the rule. Out there, you're a hostage, and I'm a cold bastard who locked you up. And here, we can talk however you want. Capiche? Good. And this here's my office. If you don't know where to find me, I'm probably here. Hope you'll excuse the mess. Don't usually get a lot of visitors. Yeah, that's usually the reaction I get. Well, no one expects the Underboss to have this many spreadsheets out, but I've been a little busy lately. Hey, careful with that model. Took me like 3 months. What? I like moving my hands when I'm thinking. It's better than picking up smokes. What, you don't recognize the map? It's Little Havana. Or at least what it could look like. That side needs a lot more housing. And the other half is too run down. Needs commercial redevelopment to bring in money. It's doable as long as you can bolster the logistics corridor by the river. Yeah. Well, these kinds of things are good to keep in mind when you're in my position. Most people think money solves problems. It doesn't. It gives you the opportunity to solve problems. And this city's got a lot of problems. And if keeping you out of the morgue isn't motivation enough, $23 million would put me a pretty long way towards some of the solutions. And consider it charity work. You know, except for the tax benefits. What, I help out the local businesses? I'm actually pretty hands-on with the legit stuff. Plus, my philosophy is if the town's richer, so is the family business. That's not everyone's view on it, but I think it makes sense. Alright, back to the matter at hand. First order of business, go to sleep. What, you didn't think I saw you leaning against the wall? Not exactly expecting you to do forensic analysis after getting woken up at 1 a.m. You're gonna want to be on your A game for both our sakes. Don't forget, you can't find your brother, you're essentially $23 million in debt to the family. And then even if you're useful to me, you're not exactly gonna get away with a slap on the wrist. Alright, get out of here. I'll bring you everything you need in the morning. Good morning, accountant. I brought a laptop and caffeine. Consider it an investment. Should have everything you need on that system. Financial records, transaction logs, internal reports. But my nerds should be blocking any traffic from this thing to the internet, so don't even think about trying anything funny. You got 2 tasks. First, I want you to check through the accounts and make sure we actually only lost 23 mil, and then I want you to find out where it went. Simple, right? Right to work. You know what's funny? Everyone always assumes family loyalty is some magical thing, but most siblings spend half their lives annoying each other. Your brother steals from my family business, vanishes, and leaves you behind, and somehow I'm the villain. Well, don't get me wrong, I suppose I am a villain, but in this specific situation, I think I feel underappreciated. What? What'd you find? Wait, go back. Nah, that's not it. Your brother didn't even touch this one. Shouldn't be. It's a different ledger. Not to mention it's 4 years old. Why? What are you seeing? Logistics consulting, compliance review, fleet and maintenance auditing. I mean, it's all a bunch of crap, but it's sometimes the crap you need to pay anyway. Then what's the worst one? The hell it is. That's the Staten Island warehouse, right? Thing doesn't have refrigerators, doesn't need refrigeration maintenance. Let me see that business ID. And bring up the other ones. Search the whole database real quick. How many of our companies are these guys hitting? Sheesh. Alright, how much they've been costing us since we started paying them? You're joking. 23 million. Wait, but that doesn't make any sense. Your brother stole from a crypto wallet. Yeah, bring it up. Let's see the transactions. Oh, come on. Yep, it looks like it's gaining about as much as we were losing month over month. Hey, accountant. You know what you just found? All those invoices require approval. The payment processing all goes through management at some level. Which means whoever's been doing this isn't an outside problem. They're part of the family. So in the process of taking our stuff, it seems like your idiot brother might have uncovered a rat. I've been wondering for a long while why some of our good businesses keep bleeding money. Especially when the accountants have been telling me that the family ain't losing nothing. You figure it out before lunch. Ugh. Gotta be honest, that is incredibly impressive and deeply insulting at the same time. Alright, keep digging. Forget your brother for the moment, I want names. Whoever's behind this isn't just stealing from my grandfather. Stealing from a bunch of legit business owners under my purview, and that pisses me off. I want to know who's been helping themselves to my work. Yeah, what you need. I know those IDs. At this consigliere, that's the accountant. Alright, accountant, that's enough for today. You're starting to get the look. You know, the one that tells me your dreams are gonna be haunted by spreadsheets. Hey, come on. You're no use to anyone if you're exhausted. Not to mention there's someone I want you to meet. Can you at least pretend that you're not still thinking about the expense reports? Close enough. Get in here, Dante.
Morning, boss.
Dante, it's 7 p.m.
Yeah. Well, I had a late mission last night. It's still morning to me. That her?
Yep, that's her.
Huh. You know, I expected her to look more like a librarian.
The hell's that supposed to mean?
You know, the strict glasses-wearing type.
Accountant, meet Dante. Relatively new to the States, but he's been with the family for quite a few years now. Dante, this is the accountant that's been making the rest of us look incompetent for the past 3 days.
Nice to finally meet you. I've heard a lot of mostly good things about you.
Feel free to ignore most of what he says unless he's talking business.
Well, that's not very nice.
Dante is my right hand. One of the few people in this house that I trust.
Which isn't really saying much. It's what you get in this business. I'm sure half the family would sell the other half for a coupon.
That's because half of the family are idiots.
Well, you're right there.
From now on, I want you delivering your findings to him as well as myself. And if anything happens while I'm unavailable, Dante can take over the investigation.
Oh boy, more responsibility.
Well, that's the punishment you get for being competent. Anyway, come here. We trace more money still moving into that same wallet this morning. I figure all we gotta do is identify who authorized the original transfers.
And then we'll have a pretty small list of suspects, right?
Exactly. On a positive note, we did find something interesting involving a series of approvals linked to the...
There you are! Nico, quit screwing around and go greet Grandpa. He just got back. Sal? The Don just arrived?
Sounds like he wants a word with the Underboss. He'll be coming in shortly.
Well, that sounds like our cue to leave. Come on, accountant. Let's give them a little bit of space.
The girl stays. You don't need to run either, Dante.
Yes, Don Enzo.
Grandfather?
Niccolo, I hear you've been very busy. Sit. Little birdie told me you've spent the last few days hiding in your office with our new guest.
I've been investigating.
Oh, is that what we're calling it?
Well, that's what I call it. Funny, because to me it just kind of looks like you're flirting with the first chick you've seen in the past 2 years.
That's enough. Nico, explain.
The woman found something while reviewing the records connected to the crypto theft.
You telling me the hostage is looking through our records?
She's a forensic accountant.
Yeah, that doesn't really matter, does it?
Who the hell died and made you consigliere, Sal?
Nico.
Right. Crypto wasn't random. Somebody was siphoning money from the useful stuff to one of our crypto wallets using inflated contracts and vendor payments as a cover. Which eventually got stolen by her brother.
Okay, good. We're finally back on track to the brother then?
I mean, yes, he did steal the money, but the crypto theft and the siphoning operation are different crimes. The brother found the money after it was already moved.
Which means that somebody inside the family was building the system that moved the money.
What he said.
Huh.
Grandfather?
What? What response were you expecting?
Well, someone's been diverting our assets for years.
Assets that remained on our books, right?
That's not really
Did the family lose any money before the boys stole it?
Technically, no.
Then before that theft, the assets still belonged to us, right, Nico?
Grandfather, that's not...
Answer the question.
Yes.
Continue.
Well, the business has suffered. The expansion projects are stalling, and so the profits declined. Slowed the growth.
And yet they were surviving, huh?
Barely.
But they still survived and served their purpose. Listen, Niccolo. Every empire has inefficiencies. Every family's got some opportunists. The question isn't whether they exist, it's whether they threaten the family.
Someone's been building a private fortune with our resources, consolidating them into one spot. Yeah, assuming your accountant is correct. You watch your tone, Sal. This isn't something you pull out of your ass. We got evidence. We've been combing through papers for the last
That's
couple...
enough, you two. We will investigate the matter.
Oh, good. I thought you'd understand. All right,
No, you won't.
Grandfather, come on.
I said no. You have your responsibilities, and our accountants have theirs. It's not your job.
With respect, Grandfather.
There it is. The phrase I hate the most in the English language.
Someone should be pursuing this.
And someone will. Someone I assign.
Listen, you don't understand.
I understand perfectly. I did not ask you to think, Nico. I asked you to give a report. And you reported. So your task is done. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, Grandfather.
Good. The boy who stole from us remains a family priority. Identifying whoever built this little side operation is a secondary concern. We'll handle it. Is there anything else?
No.
Then let's stop wasting time talking about numbers. In the meantime, I've got more immediate responsibilities for you. The Russo family seems to have mistaken our restraint for weakness. 3 businesses under our protection have been approached. Last night, one of our warehouses was hit. This requires a response.
Agreed.
You will take 60 men. Salvatore will accompany you.
Gladly.
Find the crew responsible and remind them where our territory ends.
Yes, sir.
Niccolo, do you know why I'm sending you?
Because I'm the underboss?
No, because you forget that so often. I can appreciate that you like money, but you've been speaking more like a banker than the future head of the family. Must be your father's blood acting up. Your mother knew not to step out of line till he started hanging around. Listen, Nico. Prosperity is protected by strength. You don't keep a tight grip on what you got and someone hungry is gonna take it. Never forget that.
Couldn't agree more.
Good. Operation starts before dawn tomorrow. Am I understood?
Yes, sir.
Then we're finished here.
You heard him, Nico. Time to stop playing games and wasting the position you've been given. Most people would kill for it. Most people don't know what they'd be asking for. Or maybe they're just tired of watching you get everything handed to you. See you in the morning, cuz.
You good, boss?
Peachy.
That one looked like it hurt.
The slap or the conversation?
Either.
Alright, I'm going to bed. Dante, you take over the investigation tomorrow.
You sure you don't need me on the field?
No, I'll take some of your men. Vinny's boys will be good. An accountant. Don't get into any trouble while I'm gone, huh? I'll see you tomorrow.
And now's probably a good chance for you to get some rest as well. Don't worry about him. This won't be his first shootout. And with his skills, God willing, this probably won't be his last either. I'll wake you up in the morning. Hey. Good, you're still alive. Yes, I know I came by an hour ago, but Nico made me promise to check on you often. Technically, he ordered me to check on you often, but that's basically the same thing if you know him. I brought breakfast. Kind of. You know you're allowed to say no when Nico offers you his weird healthy waffles, right? I can't get you normal food. Well, more for you, I guess. The cook made Nico's portion as well, and I am not touching them. I have to say I'm honestly impressed. Most hostages don't stick around long enough for us to learn their names, much less impose our strange eating habits onto them. I'm afraid if you stay here much longer, you'll start building models when you're stressed and using too much hair gel. Don't tell the boss I said that last part. Dante Caputo, by the way. Our first introduction got a bit sidetracked, so I figured now's as good a time as any to have a proper one. I'm a capo, full-time victim of Nico's terrible scheduling habits, and apparently a part-time babysitter. So, let's talk about the thing that's probably currently on Nico's mind. Spent most of last night running personal records against the approval change you found, and you're probably not going to like what came back. 3 signatures belong to employees that retired years ago, and 2 of the people on the list are dead. Which means somebody's been forging approvals. Consistently. For years. Fun, right? Well, whoever built this knew exactly how our audits work. He spread everything around. Different businesses, different managers, different departments. One thing I did find is that a lot of the transfer requests are clustered around the meeting of the capos. Could be a coincidence. Don't give me that face. Nico's not in at the moment.
Sorry to interrupt, Capo.
Tony,
Sal asked me to relay a status update.
go ahead.
First warehouse is secure. Russo crew scattered, and the boss moved some men to the docks.
Any injuries?
Nothing serious yet. Oh, and also Sal wanted to know if the boss had checked in yet.
Well, that's strange. Sal was standing next to him an hour ago.
Yeah, well, that's what he told me to ask.
Huh. Anything else?
No.
Well, then you're free to go.
All right, have a good afternoon, Capo.
That was subtle. Seems like Sal wants to know what we're doing. Though it is strange. I would have expected Nico to have checked in by now. I mean, he's not required to, he just has a tendency to. I'm sure we'll get word once he's cleaned up the rest of the docks. Just need to be patient.
Hey, easy, easy.
I'm fine.
You're not fine, you got shot.
And somehow I'm still walking.
Sit down.
Someone's getting bossy.
Occupational hazard. What, did it go all the way through?
Feels like it.
Hey, you got lucky then.
I tell that to my shoulder.
You know, you keep this up, you're going to have to hire yourself a medic.
I used to have one of those, actually.
And?
Yeah, he recommended I stop getting shot at.
Incredible.
Yeah, I know, it's truly groundbreaking advice.
So what happened with the Russo crew?
They won't be coming back in our territory anytime soon.
Casualties?
More than I'd like.
What happened?
Sal happened. Told him to hold position, and he didn't. Idiot pushed forward with his whole crew. He had to adjust. Now that's when things started getting messy.
You don't think he did that on purpose, right?
I don't know, you know Sal. He's always pressing toward the victory. Hardly ever thinks about the costs. But man, shoved his entire crew to the front. I mean, he was the loudest man on that field by a mile. Most exposed target out there, practically begging to get hit. And somehow the round found me instead of a man waving his arms in the middle of the street. That's either real bad luck, or somebody out there knew exactly which one of us they were supposed to put down. You know what? I need you to look into something.
What you need?
Those Russos came over the line tonight like they had nothing to lose. They ought to know better than that. We've had an understanding for years. They don't touch what's ours, we don't touch what's theirs. Somebody had to have convinced them that tonight was worth breaking that over. I want you to find out what changed, who reached out to them, what they were promised. I bet someone opened up the door for them. And I want the name of whoever did that.
You think someone on the inside pointed them at you?
I think it's a hell of a coincidence that the one night I get sent onto the field, the Russos suddenly grow a spine. Find me the connection.
Next time I'm coming with you.
Next time we'll see. Just give me the name first.
Fine. Patch him up for me, would you? And I mean seriously, watch him. Turn your back on this one for 5 minutes and he'll lie down and go to sleep with a bullet in his shoulder just to prove that he can.
That's fine. Bullet passed through, remember?
See, it's a documented pattern. If he fights you on it, you have my full permission to sit on him. Good luck.
Alright, you heard the man. I'm going to bed. Alright. Okay, alright. Maybe he had a point about sitting down. Don't look at me like that. It's just, the blood. You stand up too fast after losing some, and the room does the spinning thing. It'll pass. Give me a minute. 3 days ago, you're a stranger my men dragged in off the street. And now you're the only person in this house who gets to see me like this. Funny how that happens. Don't you look professional. Have you done that before? A little too proficient at it. Kind of a forensic accountant knows her way around the bullet wound. Hey, easy. Do you have to press so hard on it? Thanks for this. I don't say that to many people, so don't go getting used to it. That's Dante. Just tell him to come back. I don't feel like talking on the phone. Unknown number. Fine, just put it on speaker.
Well, that took you long enough. Seriously, I thought she'd find it by day 2.
You.
Me?
How the hell are you calling this number?
Very carefully. So, how's the hostage situation going?
What do you want?
Wow, no hello, no thank you for exposing the largest internal fraud scheme in my organization?
You stole $23 million in assets from my family.
Allegedly.
I have transaction records.
Okay, then definitely. Has she told you anything about me yet?
Not much other than that you piss her off.
At 2, sis? So let me guess. Everyone still thinks I hacked you for a bunch of crypto and then ran on my merry way then.
Yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it.
Well, that's disappointing. I guess I'll start from the beginning. Somebody spent years siphoning money out of your legitimate business.
Skip it, we already figured that part out.
Great, then you're halfway caught up. Honestly, to me, the money's not really the important part. I care more about who moved it. They've got great technique. But they're a little too proficient at covering their tracks, so when I was looking into the situation, no one seemed to be paying any attention, which is when I figured more information would surface if I picked their pocket.
You stole $23 million in assets just to cause a scene?
Well, it worked, didn't it?
I guess. Is he always like this? Well, either way, if the money's not important to you, feel free to send back the crypto at any time.
No, I think I'll keep it as a finder's fee.
Well, then after I find the rat that's been hoarding my family assets, I'm coming after you next.
Oh, I'm terrified. First part might be difficult, though, considering you're looking in the wrong place. You might want to ask yourself the question, who had enough power to build a system that would survive for that many years? Not who benefited, but who was protected enough.
The hell do you mean it was protected enough?
Now you're asking the right question. Anyway, tell my sister she's doing great. And, Nico, try to stay out of the line of fire next time.
How the hell do you know that I got... Well, he's a bastard that thinks he knows better than everyone else, but he's pointing in the same direction you and I keep landing on. Somebody with rank. Somebody nobody in the house would think to question. Great. Got a rat I can't name, a rival family that suddenly forgot how borders work, and a hole in my shoulder. Productive night. Right. Well, I still got you, patching me up like Dante ordered. I tell you to leave it and let me sleep, but something tells me you just ignore me. Now don't give me that look. Fine, finish it then. I'm not going anywhere else tonight.
Yo, it's Hush Money. I'll make this kind of quick because YouTube doesn't like super long videos, but I wanted to say thanks for an awesome year on YouTube. It's my anniversary as of like last week. So, heck, I'm getting old or something. So thanks for everyone that stuck around and listened to a silly guy make weird voices in his closet. And also the fun stories that Hersey and I are putting together. I'm glad you guys find them interesting, because I really do too. Alright, as far as the channel goes, we're gonna have probably about the same upload schedule coming up, except we're gonna have a blooper reel soon, and then Hersey is gonna make me do collabs. She's forcing me into it, so you guys should see some extra Hush Money content soon. And then there's also streams every Friday, so if you want to tune into Twitch or YouTube, that's always fun. And then this Friday in particular, we're doing a special anniversary stream where I get tortured because I have to play horror games, and I hate horror games. So if you want to watch me suffer, you freak, come on by! Do I keep that in? Yes, I do keep that in. Yes, I do. One take, baby, one take. All right, Hush Money out. Love y'all.